Have you ever thought that an ordinary coin in your pocket could change your life overnight? What if I told you that a simple 1992 Washington quarter dollar, the one you might have ignored for years, could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. This coin might just turn the tables for you. So make sure you stick around till the very end of this video, because I'll reveal how much this 1992 Washington quarter is worth according to eBay listings, major auction houses, and online platforms, and how you can sell yours for the highest possible price. The 1992 Washington quarter may look common, but its story is deeply connected to one of the most interesting chapters in American coinage. Designed by John Flanagan, this quarter features the dignified bust of George Washington on the obverse, a design that dates back to 1932, created in honor of Washington's 200th birthday. By 1992, this design had already become a national symbol of tradition and pride. Appearing in circulation for 60 years, this coin marks the twilight of an era. It was among the last regular quarters before the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The 1992 series was struck at three main U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark. The Denver ones display a bold D, and the San Francisco proofs bear the elegant S. Each of these mints produced millions of quarters, but not all of them are created equal. While billions of regular 1992 quarters exist, certain rare varieties and minting errors have skyrocketed in value. Collectors crave these unique mistakes and flawless examples, and that demand has driven prices through the roof on platforms like eBay and heritage auctions. The first thing collectors look: condition. A 1992 quarter in circulated condition is generally worth face value, but if yours is in mint state condition, meaning sharp details, no scratches, and full luster, you're looking at a potential treasure. Quarters graded MS67 or MS68 by PCGS or NGC have sold for astonishing prices. One 1992 D quarter graded MS68 once sold for over $1,800 because of its flawless strike and pristine surface. Now, the real excitement begins with the error coins. There are several incredible 1992 Washington quarter error varieties that collectors are chasing. Off-center strikes, double-die obverse, broad strikes, and missing clad layer errors are among the most desirable. For example, a 1992 P quarter with an off-center strike sold on eBay for nearly $500, while a double-die error with visible doubling on Washington's profile fetched over $700. But the most famous and valuable variety is the 1992 Close AM reverse, a transitional design error that shouldn't exist on circulation strikes. In this version, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are closer together than usual. 1966 Washington quarter dollar, sitting quietly in your collection, or maybe even hiding in your old piggy bank, could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this very coin might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video, because I'll not only tell you how much it's worth according to eBay, major coin auction platforms, and collector sites, but also how you can sell yours for top dollar. The 1966 Washington quarter holds a fascinating place in U.S. coin history. It came at a time of great change, a transitional era when America shifted away from silver coins to base metal compositions. Prior to 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. However, because of a silver shortage and rising metal costs, the U.S. Mint changed the composition to a copper-nickel clad formula in 1965. This means the 1966 Washington quarter was among the earliest clad coins. marking a major shift in the nation's currency system. No mint marks were used in 1966 because the U.S. Mint had suspended them between 1965 and 1967 to discourage coin hoarding during the silver crisis. This means every 1966 quarter looks the same, no P.D. or S marks, but that doesn't mean all are equal in value. Some are far more special than others. The obverse of the coin features the familiar bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which first appeared in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The reverse shows the majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, holding arrows and olive branches, a timeless symbol of American strength and peace. What makes the 1966 quarter truly interesting to collectors today are its rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade examples. Even though millions were struck, few survived in pristine condition, and certain mistakes have transformed these coins into valuable collectors' items. Among the most sought after are the 1966 quarters struck on silver planchets, meaning they were accidentally made using leftover silver blanks from the 1964 mintage. These are extremely rare and can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Imagine finding one of those in a coin roll or old change jar. Then there are error coins, which collectors absolutely love. Some of the most valuable 1966 Washington quarters feature off-center strikes, double dies, or missing clad layers. For instance, one 1966 quarter with a dramatic off-center strike sold for over $400 on eBay, while another with a missing clad layer fetched more than $900 now. Let's talk about condition. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state 67 or 68 can command huge premiums, even without an error. A high-grade 1966 quarter can sell for hundreds of dollars. One example, graded MS68 by PCGS, sold at Heritage Auctions for an incredible. Have you ever looked at an old quarter and wondered if it could secretly be worth thousands of dollars? Well, what if I told you that a simple 1989 Washington quarter dollar sitting in your pocket change might just turn the tables for you? That's right, this coin, often ignored by millions, has shocked collectors and online marketplaces with jaw-dropping prices. So make sure you stick around till the very end of this video, because I'll reveal how much it's worth according to eBay, major coin auctions, and online platforms, and how you can sell yours for the best possible value. The 1989 Washington quarter dollar has an incredible story that goes far beyond its face value. Minted during a transitional time in U.S. coinage history, this coin represents the final years of the traditional copper-nickel composition before the rise of state quarters in 1999, designed by John Flanagan. The obverse features the iconic bust of George Washington, a design first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The reverse carries the bold image of an eagle with outstretched wings, a timeless symbol of American freedom and strength. Now, most 1989 quarters are made from copper and nickel and were minted in huge quantities, over 1.1 billion in total across Philadelphia and Denver. That might make it sound like they're common. But here's the twist: not every 1989 quarter is ordinary. There are rare error varieties, minting mistakes, and high-grade versions that make collectors go wild. These are the coins that can fetch massive amounts of money on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and great collections. Let's talk about what makes certain 1989 quarters stand out. The first key factor is condition. A 1989 quarter graded MS67 or higher can sell for hundreds, sometimes even thousands, because pristine examples are extremely hard to find. Most circulated coins show heavy wear scratches and dullness. But if yours still has that original mint shine and crisp detailing, it could be a hidden gem. Then there are error coins, the real showstoppers. Collectors have reported off-center strikes, double-die obverse, missing mint marks, and broad-struck varieties that command incredible prices. On eBay, certain 1989 quarters with striking errors have sold for between $250 and $1,500, depending on the severity and clarity of the minting mistake. One famous example, a 1989 D quarter with a dramatic off-center error, recently sold for over $800. Now, for proof versions and special mint sets, the story gets even more interesting. The San Francisco Mint struck limited proof coins in 1989 with a mirror-like finish, mainly for collectors. These proofs, especially when graded PR70, can bring in significant premiums. They're not just coins, they're art, frozen pieces of minting perfection that capture the craftsmanship of the US Mint. During that era, online platforms. What if I told you that a simple 1997 Washington quarter dollar sitting in your change jar or wallet could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. Some rare varieties and mint errors from the 1997 Washington quarter have turned ordinary coins into extraordinary finds. So if you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video because I'll reveal exactly how much these coins are selling for on eBay, other online platforms, and live auctions. Plus how you can sell yours for top value. The 1997 Washington quarter might seem like just another piece of spare change, but behind its ordinary appearance lies a fascinating story. It was one of the final coins of the classic Washington Eagle reverse design before the US Mint launched the revolutionary 50-state quarters program in 1999. That means this 1997 quarter represents the last breath of a 66-year legacy that began in 1932. Designed by the talented sculptor John Flanagan, the coin features the timeless profile of George Washington on the obverse, a design inspired by Jean-Antoine Houdon's bust of Washington. The reverse proudly displays the majestic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbols of strength, readiness and peace. In 1997, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints produced millions of these coins, each carrying a different mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint coins bear the Denver Mint coins carry, and the San Francisco Mint coins, which are proofs made especially for collector haven. While millions were struck for circulation, finding pristine, uncirculated examples is becoming harder every year, especially since these coins are over 2 decades old now. Let's talk about what really excites collectors and coin enthusiast: value. According to eBay listings and online auction records, most circulated 1997 quarters are worth face value. But coins in exceptional condition, or with unique minting errors, are selling for surprising amounts. On eBay, uncirculated 1997 P and 1997 D quarters graded MS67 or higher have sold for between $150 and $350. Meanwhile, proof coins from San Francisco with deep cameo finishes, certified by PCGS or NGC, have been sold for prices ranging from $100 to $500, depending on quality and luster, but the real treasures are in the errors. Some 1997 quarters with double-die obverse strikes, off-center minting, or missing clad layers have fetched astonishing amounts at auctions. For instance, a 1997 D Washington quarter with a dramatic off-center error sold for more than $800, while another with a double-die obverse recently listed on eBay reached $1,200. These errors are rare but highly sought after because they tell the story of imperfection during minting. A Mistake that turns into value for collectors. 1998 Washington quarter. Dollar lying in your drawer or resting in your old wallet could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Some 1998 Washington quarters have sold for unbelievable prices online. So, if you have one, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video because I'll reveal exactly how much these coins are worth on eBay, auction platforms, and collector sites. And also how you can sell them for top dollar. The 1998 Washington quarter might look like an ordinary piece of change, but it represents the final chapter of a historic design era in U.S. coinage. This coin was minted just 1 year before the introduction of the famous 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999. That program revolutionized coin collecting across the United States. But before that change came the 1998 quarter closed out a 66-year tradition, the last of the classic Washington eagle reverse design that had been used since 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features the dignified portrait of George Washington facing left, symbolizing leadership and unity. The reverse showcases a bold bald eagle perched on arrows and olive branches, a design that stood as a strong emblem of America's resilience and peace for decades. The 1998 version of this coin carries that legacy. The end of an era before a new wave of creativity began in American coinage. The U.S. Mint struck these coins in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify where your coin came from by checking the small mint mark next to Washington's ponytail. A P means it was struck in Philadelphia, a D for Denver, and an S indicates a San Francisco proof coin. Now, the real excitement begins when we talk about value. Millions of 1998 quarters were minted for circulation. But not all are the same. Some have rare errors, while others exist in pristine mint condition, making them highly desirable among collectors. On eBay, circulated coins usually sell for face value. But uncirculated and special varieties have fetched prices that could surprise you. For example, a 1998 P. Washington quarter in mint state. 68 condition, meaning nearly flawless, sold at Heritage auctions for over $1,500. Another 1998 D. quarter with a double die obverse error was listed for $800. On eBay, you'll find graded examples ranging between $50 and $300, depending on condition and rarity. Proof coins from San Francisco, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can also reach values between $100 and $400, particularly when certified by PCGS or NGC. But it doesn't stop there. Some rare error coins have taken the spotlight. For instance, a 1998 quarter struck on a dime planchet, meaning the wrong blank was used, has sold for over $2,000 at auction. Another was discovered with a broad strike and missing clad layer, fetching more than $1,000.